Good morning, everybody. So they are starting here early this morning, stacking concrete. The man with the plan right there. They got it out easy the last time. I dropped it right at the street. All I had to do is kick it off the truck. But today, I'm making them work for it. Yeah, today they got to work for it. We're getting everything. Yeah, it's fine. Let's keep it under right there. Yeah, let's keep it under right there so that it's further away from the rain. Preparing for a pour. See, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. And you see we got a big crab here. You see that? Big crab. Reach in there. Reach in there. Reach in there. You afraid to reach in there? Huh? Man, I thought you was a tough guy. Thought you were tough. So we have a couple that's down in Bohol that we like to have fun with, and we have a little banner back and forth. And today is Jen birthday. So Jen, we're watching you right here live chat right now. I know you're probably gonna get this delayed, but from Melinda and I both.
Yes, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jen.
Happy birthday, Jen, and I hope that Jay's not cheap and he takes you out for a good day.
Not in Jollibee.
So Jen, you just enjoy every birthday that comes, and God bless, and we hope it's wonderful.
Yes, yeah, enjoy your day.
So we're just a couple days away from when we hope to pour. We hope. We'll see what's going to happen, but right now, Joel's getting what's most important done. He's getting these forms made to go around those cantilever beams up there. So he made a whole bunch of, made him a template, and then he's been making duplicates off that template. I see one thing different on the original template. You brought it out 2 inches here, huh? I noticed that when you had up there yesterday, it went straight like that. Yeah. Yeah, so you did make a small change. Because that's the way, this is the way you and I originally planned it. It's like this, not like that. Yeah. So they're knocking that out. And then Ammon and Uncle Malone, they're coming along behind them, putting additional bracing in. And Miller's going ahead of them and making sure everything's cleared out of the way for the next one and getting that area prepped. So they got a little system going on right there. And when I say there is no scrap around here, we use every little bit. See, they even cut up those little pieces making shims. He's splitting that and making a thinner one there. We put the straight board from that point to that point, and that's got a radius. He's filling in that radius right there so it's 100% contact and don't give away underneath that heavy load of that concrete, because this is going to be down low and it will take on a load. So I said I bought this regular marine plywood, as it's called. It's not a real good grade or nothing. It's better than the ordinary. And this will just be what we're going to chop up and make into those little pieces like that. They're a one-off. Oh, and there's Mel back from town right now. What'd you buy? I see oil.
Some vegetables.
I see some vegetables. See carrots.
And I bought the sour soup, you know, the guyabano.
Oh, oh yeah, look at that.
The miracle fruit, they said.
The miracle fruit. You know what, babe? These are miracle vegetables right here. Yeah. It's a miracle if we ever get to eat one. I got a helper here. See my helper? Let's see what my helper's moving. What's he got in here? What's he got? This? Oh, he's got him a bag of stone. Ah, my construction helper. And that bag's as heavy as you, boy. You need help? You got it? Look at him. He is determined. That is a boy on a mission. A boy on a mission, because his dad's taking stone around back and he wants to help his dad. Here, I'll help you, Bubba. Ready? There you go. And he wants to be like his dad and help move the stone. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what, Marvin's got two amazing sons, Moy Moy and Tuli Lot here. That's the nicknames for them. They both love to help. They both like to try to help their daddy, and they watch him work and they like to do the same thing. Both the boys have been that way from day one. Man, it is so awesome. How can you stop it? Isn't that adorable? He is determined. That is a kid on a mission that he's gonna help his papa, his tata. Yeah. Look at that. That is just too cute, boy. That is too cute. Man. How can you beat that, man? Both his sons are that way. It's adorable. So we're up here running all the lights in this room. We're on the small room right now. We're setting all of our boxes. It's a light, for instance, over where the little kitchenette counter is going to be. And so we take the face off the box. There's no face on it. We put it down snug against. Run the conduit in. Now he's tightening a wire down to hold that super tight. Yeah, pull it good and tight. We want it down really tight if we can, so that no concrete leaks underneath, slag gets inside that box in there. But so we drill a hole all the way through the form. Then before we get ready to pull the form, we go through and look up for all those wires, untie them, take a pair of snips, clip them off, and then we can just slide the form right down off of it. When you remove the form, you got a box open. Your wiring's already inside. See here, we're setting up all of our wires for what we need. And this will loop through to each one. It's so easy, even after the concrete's poured, to pull a wire if you ever had to replace one or anything, from one box to the next. Super easy. Every time I think that we're gonna get a whole day in so we can pour this upper floor, we sit back with rain. You know, it's the tropics, you know. We're getting closer to dry season, but the rains are continuing on. And dry season doesn't mean there's no more rain either, you know. This means there's less rain. Instead of rain, it's just rain. Yeah. Well, I tell you, as much water as it comes, as late in the year as it comes, a blessing to so many people. But we really need to get this done. And we were up there pulling electrical on that upper floor. And you're trying to deal with solvents and PVC pipe and trying to glue it, and that don't work very good in the rain, you know, and trying to pull wire and set back again.
Okay. Eh? Ha? Doon. Okay. Okay. Tulangin.
All of this rebar grid here is nice and rigid now, so you can tie your conduit to it, and you got your chairs underneath there. Nothing can shift and move. It would be very hard for anything to move once we start pouring concrete. And another thing about the pump trucks, that another reason of many reasons we didn't want them here, not only is it going to bringing in transit and a pump truck going to triple our cost, could even quadruple our cost on this, is the next thing is Joel, Mok, Ammon, all of them's worked on job sites where they bring in those pump trucks and there's no finesse. Man, they'll just go dumping that stuff, putting a mass load all sitting on your forms, just dumping a big old mix, and you know, it's like flowing lava. You can just push. Another reason I want to just hand pour this, there's a lot of reasons. Number one, help the community instead of helping a big company. Help a community. Man, right now there's so many people without work here right now, that even just that extra couple days here and there of pouring, that getting that extra bonus of money, it can make the difference of somebody being able to buy food or not. So I'm sure that guy with that big contract that's got lots of road project and building stuff this truck's already committed to, it's no sweat for him, but it makes a big difference for these people. But another reason on my list of reasons is the community. I mean, it's the community, and then it is pouring so much concrete in at one time, and things just start getting knocked and blown out, and super pressure. We would have to probably double form what we're doing here now. But when you can pour it slow and with finesse, and you're not putting massive hydraulic loads everywhere, well, we don't have to build near as super strong on our forms too. I'm gonna tell you what, you get a bunch of concrete loaded up on a form, it can be some major weight. So we're gonna tune this thing, and we're gonna retune it until we figure it's right, and then we're gonna pour it at our pace. Let me show you a little bit more here on the electrical that we're doing, and then I'm gonna get on back to work here. There it is here. See, the conduit's tied up. It's tied up. We got a chair underneath right there, a puck. We'll just, for you Canadians, we'll call it a hockey puck. And running on across over there, keeping your conduit tied up off of the form board so that you can get a nice smooth pour and you don't have conduit showing in your ceiling. Everything's tied off, going in. Straight run comes out of that box down to the switches. No tie-ups inside these boxes. There's already wiring all inside of this. Yep. Wired. Just imagine when we pull the forms, all we have to do is put light fixtures in, switches and outlets, and boom, turn power on, we're ready to go. Seems like it's taking longer, but you don't realize we're taking steps that would be in a normal build after the build. Now, if you ever needed to add additional circuits, yeah, you might have to pull external conduit somewhere. But what if you never do? Well, then you got a nice clean job here. And if you do have to pull external conduit, I mean, so be it. Pull one and paint the thing, you know. That column right there in front of my over to this column is mostly a glass wall. From the other side of that column to where Miller's over there working to that one is mostly a glass wall. Between that column there to the center column where the existing garage is, that's open. That's inside the house, open space from the living room to the dining area. This wall between that column where everything's leaned up at and back to that column, that is also open across over to the kitchen. So you see right there, that's going to mean that wall, that wall, that wall, that wall. Oh, and the one in front over there too, across over there from the water tank, that column to that column, that column, that column. That is pretty much mostly all glass. And they're all glass facing this beach right here. Yes, I run the risk of if there was a major typhoon that it could do some damage to them. But you know, that's just part of it. You can't just build it all locked away like a total dungeon, you know. And so, as you see, that is going to make a lot less concrete that has to be poured. Also, facing the front where that last set of solar panels is, right about the bottom of those panels there is a wall, and it too, or I mean, is an opening where a glass wall will be. Right at the base of those panels right there. And so once again, there's no concrete wall that has to be poured there. And that's going to cut down the amount of concrete up here on the second level greatly. So we figured out that our 2-inch spacers, our chairs that go underneath, Marvin, his eyes must have been changing while he's working. They started out the first batch 2, the second batch maybe 1.5 inches, the third batch 1.25 inches. Shrinking. I said he's getting sleepy there working on those. His eyes are squinting. Each batch getting shorter, shorter, shorter. Notice we had some of those chairs right underneath this beam right here, but the beam was swagging down in the middle still. And I said, man, that ain't right. And I looked and that spacer was thin. So we had to get up here just then with a pry bar and a wood block and get that thing up and put an additional thick spacer underneath there. And sure enough, when we did that, we got our proper clearance on our conduit underneath too. I knew something was wrong. Why was the conduit pressing the floor here but not over there? That one over there looks good. It looks okay. I kept noticing this one here. We might want to check the middle of that one over there too. Yeah, just those little things right there. Here we are, wrapping up another day. Another day turned out cloudy and rain and rain. We did manage over here on this side to continue working a little bit even in the rain. You may not be able to tell it right now, but I am soaking wet. My pants, everything are wet, so are theirs. We tried to keep going with what we could, but we made some pretty good progress nonetheless, even between the rain. Let me show you just a little bit here one last time, and then I'm gonna call it a day, go get some dry on, have me a cup of coffee, and walk out and just look at the beach even on a cloudy evening. So you see here it's getting close. As I said, this is not all the steel. We're putting a double matting. We put the first mat down, got it in place with the stand so we could then come back and run all of our conduit and electrical underneath. And that is exactly what we're doing here. You see all the little chairs everywhere, chairs. We're just working across room by room and getting it knocked out, but we still got a lot of places to get in. And you just gotta always know exactly where everything's at. For me, it's so personal. For me, I know without going to the blueprints, but nevertheless, I do have blueprints for it all though. But being that I'm the one that made this house come to life anyway, I know in my head right where it's all going, you know. Thought about it 1,000 times, no joke. So you have it on that. We just been getting this electrical in place. We moved tarps up higher today so I don't have to clunk my head on everything and a tarp blowing in my face all the time. Tell you what, they forget that there's a canoe here that is 6 foot tall, which is on an average 8 inches to a foot taller than most of them. So yeah, we're on a different level of the atmosphere sometimes, you know. And I'll put that stuff down and what will just clear their head, but it's a skull getter for me. And Miller said it was getting him also. I wasn't the only one. So we spent a little time. I made them move all of that bamboo up and lift those tarps. Now, talking about those tarps, I've had some of you request about drone video from overhead of this. I flew, sorry here I'm doing a little work while I'm talking to you guys, putting some things away. I got the drone out not long ago and I flew it up here one day. You can't see nothing, it's not worth my time to show you. You know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see the top of all these tarps. It's not, you're gonna see some tarps blowing around and you're not gonna see much different that you've seen in the past. Now, the day of the pour, I do plan on setting up my GoPro. Huh? You go home, see you later, Mont. Take it easy, man. That's your new fuel tank?
Yep.
Let's see that. Let's see the Filipino invention. I thought you were trying to distill some whiskey or something, making homemade whiskey.
Because the old fuel tank ko, mini rusty.
Yeah, so that is his new fuel tank for his boat. He's got a gas motor in his boat. Yeah, homemade fuel tank. Man.
This is a good, no rusty.
And then when it leaks and the boat catches on fire, oh shit.
Fire, bro. Move, bro.
So Joel over here, Team Joel, they got, what'd you get, 2 or 3? Three of them on? You know, all the viewers, the subscribers, they were worried when I told that you were sick, boy. You got a lot of people that was cheering on, and some thought that I was being put and not giving you no help for medication. I said, man, you don't know how stubborn this dude is. I can't force him. There's an old saying, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. What is that? Oh man, it's Zumba time again, huh? What are you gonna say? The Powerpuff Girls? The Sugar Babes. Where is Rose joining too?
Yes.
Ah man, you see, as soon as I turn this little follow-up of the day off right here, y'all guys don't know it turns into a lot loud. Sounds like a party zone going on. You guys only hear the quiet when I say turn everything off so I can video. Turn it all off so I can video. And then look here, boy, they are ready.
Hello. They're ready. You see their attire now for Zumba?
Oh, they're ready, huh? Yeah, it'd be okay. We'll just cut that out later. Looks good, man. Looks good. We got one little hole right up there. We're gonna have to put something in there. It's gonna bleed out. You see it? Yeah, we'll stuff something in there. Well, it's pretty good. You just gotta get all your cribbing underneath it now and it'll be good.
Maybe tomorrow we'll finish all.
Yeah, you'll transfer to the side down through there. See you later, Joel. Oh, hey. turn. Shh. You're gonna have to put that somewhere else. It's raining.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put that box over here and Zumba the other direction. Man, y'all just don't know. Turns into party central as soon as I hit stop right here on this. It's gonna turn into dancing queens. Yeah. Here.